feel like if I was Catholic, none of this would have been possible.
If there's one thing the Catholics are good at, it's seeing through a weekend at Bernie's.
This is Then You Ruined It, the podcast that will last until one of us makes it weird. Hope you have a short commute.
So, leaving religion completely out of it, I guess I've been chosen, and I chose to be a deacon at my church. And I know that's different for different denominations and organizations. So basically what it means is I'm assigned many families within the church, and then I am like the go-to person for care and whatever that family deems they want to lean on me for. So, knowing me as you do, and knowing me as anybody does really, why do you think I would possibly sign myself up for that? I sound like the worst person for that position.
I don't know, Jason. I feel like you're a caring father and could easily serve as a mentor figure to lots of families trying to draw closer to Jesus.
But I'm also incredibly selfish. And I waste my own time all the time. And so, full disclosure, I've done this before. I have been a deacon before. This was, I think, before either of my kids were born. So, I was young and probably even more selfish.
It was a different world.
But I also didn't have kids. So, that takes up a lot of your time. So, you think I would have done a good job then, but no, I was terrible. And I've had to tell, two of the families that I got this time are ones that I had then. And I'm like, and I know.
So it started with an apology.
Yes, basically. It's like I had to go around and tell the neighborhood, hi, I'm the terrible deacon. I promise to be better this time.
So it's kind of like a registered sex offender has to go and introduce themselves. Like a registered really bad deacon has to go around. It's like, hi, this is probably the only time you'll ever see me. I'm supposed to take care of you, but I ain't gonna.
It's not that I ain't gonna. I will be happy to be here if you need anything. But I won't initiate that contact. Because I think people are weird and gross. No. I don't think that completely, but especially given the church service that I attend is the one where the older set attends by and large. So I got those people because they're in my service, and that's good. But that also means that I am being deacon to lots of old folks, and I mean, I consider myself an old soul in a lot of ways, but introducing myself to them and saying oh, I'd like to set up a time to come to your house and, just chat for a little bit and get to know each other. I'm like, man, that's going to be the most awkward, possibly wonderful, but possibly teeth pulling moment of my life. It's going to be like when I was in art class in junior college. So I took a year between going to the University of Kansas, where I'd say famously, but nobody really probably knows that. I think I've mentioned it here before. Basically flunked out and had to go back to a junior college at my hometown to get my grades up so I could go somewhere else. And while I was at that junior college, I took art classes, and I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but if you're feeling bad about yourself and you're even academically stable, you're capable. You're not outstanding. You're not, summa cum laude or anything like that, but you're doing pretty good. Go to community college. You're going to feel great about yourself.
You've said that, and it doesn't make any sense to me. How would knowing that this is the only place that you can maintain proper grades make you feel good?
Because the people that teach there make you feel real good. Because most of the people that come through there are horrible screw-ups who have maybe been there for 9 years already and can't seem to pass a class to save their lives. So when you come in and you've got your stuff together and you're putting in work that, is pretty, again, commendable, maybe even good, I don't know, then you shine like the North Star. And that was me to this art teacher, and he let me know it. He, I think, wanted me to help assist with another class, and specifically, he passed along a lead for me to illustrate a book for a woman that lived there in the town about her dogs.
Okay.
And so I met with this woman to talk about the dogs and see what if I could meet the dogs and get an idea for the subject I was going to be drawing. And that is what I'm describing when I say, oh my gosh, get me out of here. Where's the cord? Can I pull it? Oh no, it broke off in my hand. Just jump out the window.
So let me get this straight. You're concerned that you might have to talk to the elderly.
I mean, yes, go on.
I mean, like,
Yes?
okay, so first off, old people are wonderful because there are only two kinds of old people. The ones that are sweet and genuine and have great stories, and the bat poop insane. And both of those are great. So just figure out what you got.
By and large, the ones I know are going to be, wonderful with wonderful stories.
Yeah. Me and my roommate, we used to go and make lunch for this old lady. She had to be at least 175. She was the oldest person I ever met. And every time we went, we made the exact same dish. She ate the same 3 bites of it. And then we had to eat the rest. But we got a whole... Like, she ate a little sliver of chocolate pie, and then we just split the rest of it. But she was so old, she couldn't keep track of anything. She didn't remember anything. So my friend's goal was to Groundhog Day a visit there. He's like, I want to make this the exact same of what we did last time. So he would ask her the exact same questions. She'd answer the exact same way. He had the exact same follow-ups. So, you got to find the fun with the elderly.
I feel bad, but I feel like I would have actually Groundhog Dayed that situation and, like, between the two of you, act out the movie Groundhog Day every single time. That would be fun. That would be taking advantage, but also, if it's not hurting anybody, everybody's entertained, you're fine.
Yeah, that's not taking advantage. That also works out well for them because they know all the answers. Nothing's worse than startling an old person with a question they don't know about. You need to be able to find the fun. Because here's what's coming up for you, Jason. And this is what you're going to need to be ready for. You're dealing with the elderly. I assume many of these are old couples. You're going to get this phone call, okay? We're going to role play it right now so you can practice. Do they call you Brother Sickler or anything like that? What's your deacon name?
I just my first name.
Which is?
There is no official title. It's just Jason.
Okay.
Somebody the other day called me Deacon Sigler, and I said, don't do that. I don't like that. That's weird.
Yeah, titles gross me out. I hate it when people call me anything but Steve. So, all right, we're going to role play this situation to prep you for it. Okay. Ring, ring.
Wait, are you me?
No, I'm calling you. You're you.
Oh, calling. I thought you were ringing the doorbell. I was like, wait, are you outside? Am I inside? Am I the person? Hang on, let me get in character.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Kevin.
All right, ring, ring.
Hello?
Jason?
Yes?
This is, Beatrice. I hate to bother you so late at night, but, my husband's not moving. Can you come? I don't know what to do. Please come help me, Deacon.
You make it sound like Batman. I put up the deacon signal and you didn't answer.
That's what you should give them. You should give them all just a flashlight with a J on it that they can hold up.
No, you forget. I'm the Midnight Cartooner. I already have a symbol. So it's the bat symbol, but the middle part is a pencil. That's my symbol. I could give that to him, sure. So my answer, have you called 911 yet?
No, I called you. That's what I'm supposed to do, right?
Okay. Well, I have your address, so I would say call 911, hang up with me and call 911, and I'll come right over.
Okay. You get there, and he's dead. What do you do? Come on.
I'd set up Weekend at Bernie's scenario so nobody finds out. This is where my instincts kick in.
Okay, see, I think you're ready. You're perfect. You're going to be the best deacon ever.
Great.
The leader of your church is going to be like, well, Jason, you served with these old people for 10 years. Not a single one died. This is amazing. Why are you so out of breath every time I see you at church, though? Because you're just running from pew to pew, moving all the old people.
Somebody's got to notice. That was nobody noticed. I keep putting in these requests to get new pews so I can be seen, so this charade can be over.
Why does Deacon Sickler give Auntie Bernice a piggyback ride out of church every week, Mom?
He says it's what she would have wanted, and I don't know why he puts it like that, but we know he has her best interests at heart.
That's some weird conjugation for a lady who he claims is alive.
Okay, great. When we started this, I said, I don't know if we can find the funny in this. And you making me Weekend at Bernie's half the congregation at my church is right in the sweet spot. I can knock that humdinger out of the park.
Yeah, that's...
Thank you, sir. I unfortunately don't think that will happen. If somebody does pass away, it's probably just going to be a sad time where I hopefully support the family and whatever they need. But damn it, I wish I could... I could mime some old bones around to convince the grandkids that Pop's going to make it for another Christmas. And yes, he's going to wear the same sweater all Christmas. It's what Pop wants.
I like the idea that you're just doing it because you don't want the leader of your church to be mad at you. Like you've somehow failed him in letting these old people die.
It also shows, and again, not to take religion too much into it, but it also shows a complete lack of faith. It's like, no, God, you can't have this one yet. This one belongs to me, and this one, and this one. You can't have them yet, you bastard.
You put them in my care, and you'll have them when I say so.
You can have this old soul when you take it from my cold, dead hands. Oh. To any of the worshipers that attend my church, if you're listening to this, know that this is all in good fun. I'm not going to. I was going to say likely not going to. I will not.
I will try my
Weekend at
hardest.
Bernie's. Your loved ones, yeah. It's a political promise. I will do my damnedest not to shimmy your loved ones around after they shuffle off this mortal coil.
Do the whole church like a Muppet set where there's all this track underneath for you to move all these little sticks. And he's like, everybody stand. Putting them up one at a time.
Suddenly I just get jacked. It's like, yeah, Dad is working out. I don't know what he's doing, but he is working. Yeah. My wife is like, I know. It works for me too. Hubba. It's like, hey, whatever it takes, hun.
I owe it all to lugging the dead.
When I someday reveal it to her, the shock is so much that it kills her, and I finally have my youngest victim. And now it really cranks up.
Then you're like, I'm gonna need a few more points of articulation to do what I want to do here, but
Now I'm shuffling around all the old people at church, and I basically have to play Mrs. Doubtfire at home. I'm exhausted. This is not worth it. God, you can have them. And that's when I finally learned to let go and let God.
or become Catholic.
I feel like if I was Catholic, none of this would have been possible. They would have caught me way earlier.
If there's one thing the Catholics are good at, it's seeing through a Weekend at Bernie's.
Man, you want to talk about the most obscure, I don't even say funny, just weird stuff to put on a t-shirt. That's probably the weirdest podcast t-shirt we've ever come up with. And that's saying something. There's one thing you know about the Catholics, is that they can see through a Weekend at Bernie's plot. One of their parishioners tries to execute on the rest
Oh, that
of
would be amazing. Like, you become like a con man, and you go from church to church. So after like 10 years or whatever in your church, you're like, okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I could go to any church anywhere and pull this off. So then you go to like a Southern Baptist, and then you go to like a synagogue. Then you go to a Catholic parish, and they see right through you. There's like, boom, day one. They're like, that guy right there. He just moved that old man's arm. That man is dead.
Smoke bomb.
Wafers.
That's a chalkboard eraser. And you're also right there. You never thought you'd be caught, did you? Well, no.
You'd be
I would
surprised.
have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for you damn Catholics.
So, in conclusion, I think this would be a wonderful growth opportunity for you, and you should do this, and I'm proud of you.
Yeah, but we're not talking about anymore just me being a deacon and being the best I can. You're still talking about the Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
This isn't just about me anymore. This is about you and your twisted fantasies.
Dude,
As it should be.
I mean this 110%. If you need me to fly out there to help you weekend at Bernie's some old people, I will do it. It would be my honor this would be how I serve God.
Seriously, Jason, you ruined it. If you want to express your displeasure with him, me, or the show in general, you can find us on Twitter. I am at Idahobo, and Jason is at the Jason Sigler. We also do a webcomics review podcast called Digital Strips.